Hey guys, it's Volpe. Before I get into the main idea of what the video is, I have a little thing to show you guys on this world. It's a soccer stadium that I made by myself with a little bit of help from my friends. They helped me fill in a bit, but the design is 100% me. So I'm going to go into the rightmost part here, and that's the one that's the most complete because it's not complete yet. I'm still kind of working on it, and I've been working on it slowly, ever so slowly, kind of like that one project in Spain. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you do, shout it out in the comments, and I'll heart your comment. Anywho, so yeah, here's the soccer stadium I made, and it's been, so far, it's been probably about almost a year, just to do this tiny little bit, and it's not because I'm working on it every day, it's usually because I'm on and off and working on it. I usually work on it when I'm bored. I just really wanted to show you guys, because to show that I'm a lot better in building than how it used to be with my old football stadium. If you guys look back at my old YouTube videos, you can actually spot that video where I thought I was proud of that ugly Pepsi field or whatever. The outside of it was really nice, the inside was terrible. So this time I made the kind of the opposite. I don't know. It's a pretty decent build, in my fair opinion, but take it as you will. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done so far. But the real meat and potatoes of the video is top 10 things in this creative world that my friend and I made. Top 10 things to visit and look at. So let's get into it. So here's the world. It's a tale of two countries. My country's Westmark. I don't know what Reader's was, but Reader, or Lucas, is the other guy who made majority of these as well. He made his side, I made my side. And we did, so I'm going to count down my favorite parts of the entire world. So let's go ahead. Start number 10. It's the random builds around the map. So here we're showing the little Coliseum, tiny Coliseum, and I don't know where I'm going right now, but this was made a little while ago. This is me voicing over, but it's just a bunch of random builds that have no reason beyond here. We have like the two planes up there. Here's one of the planes. That's not one. I think I was looking for a secret tunnel. Yeah, this is planes or some of those random builds, as well as that random castle that's deteriorated and destroyed, that cool little port there, and then of course this little whirlpool with some random cows in it. This part of the world is really fun, and it gives that aesthetic joy. So here at number 9, the slums and the secret tunnels around Lucas's part of the country. He did a really nice job on making these houses, and putting a lot of detail in each one of them, and it actually astounds me. You'll look at this if I could ever stop. Right now I'm showing you that little only portion of this part I made, but yeah, here, look at this. Look how freaking amazing this looks. Shout out to Lucas. Lucas, if you will ever watch this video, shout out to you, dude. You are a freaking amazing builder, to have made all this stuff. You guys will see how well of a builder Lucas is. He's freaking goat. Don't pay attention to that. That's part of the random builds area. But yeah, just these slums and areas are really awesome. And this is not even the best part. Not even close, actually. But here, this building's my favorite. Lucas spent the most time on this one. He goes a little secret place there. You do that, and you're able to escape. But what you guys don't know, so you're able to escape, just in case some trouble goes down. But guess what? You also can do. First, I'm gonna shut all this stuff here, and then you can go through this door here, right? And that door leads onto another door. Yeah, isn't that slick? Isn't that cool? And so you're able to go into this cool little tunnel thing. Now the tunnel I'm about to fall into, this one, I don't know what this goes to. So I go and falsely try to go around and see what's going on. Nothing is really going on. So of course I will have to return myself back, and we'll start looking at all this stuff that actually, what this is actually used for. So we go and take a left here, and you'll see after going down here, you'll see a 4-way stop that is absolutely amazing. So here we kind of go past it. So there's Sticky Joe's, the prison hood is where we just came from, the meeting hall that we're going to go check out in a second, and an apartment and orphanage. And this, the amount of detail Lucas did, and to actually do all this work, to make a secret organization. This is what the meeting hall is for, a secret organization that he made underneath his city. Sorry, my game went offline, but it's absolutely amazing, and I just completely commend Lucas for it. He did an excellent job. And so you do that, You're supposed to stand in there to get clothed automatically, but it doesn't matter. So that is the secret armor. Um, that his what's it called, his little secret organization uses, and it's absolutely amazing. And he even labels a path. It's like a path map of the entire city world type deal. And I believe he also had a secret place somewhere else. I forgot. That was another world or whatever. And there's also a way to get into the apartment orphanage. Um, and so we'll go ahead and come out through there, which will also bring us into our next dealio in a second. But first, let's show the tunnel. So here's the apartment. If you want to go to the apartment, we take a right here. Orphanage is up ahead. We just have to go to the apartment first. Press the little button here. Water floods in. Doesn't hurt the redstone at all. And you're in the apartment. And it's absolutely amazing. I just have to commend Lucas so much on it. Just a great job by him. Anyway, this will bring us to the next one. Number 8. Westmark Port Town. I know it's not Lucas' thing, but it's something I made myself. So the Westmark Port Town is something, my country, it's a little bit on the coast of my country. I needed a navy, and I realized I probably need to have a port town and stuff. And so I made a little hut, and well, not really a hut, but a little tiny little house. One kind of a wooden one, a full aesthetic type house. And excuse me, sorry. I just tried my best on it. It was really a decent looking house. And it's my first ever house I made that kind of looked like this. So I was pretty proud of myself and how well it blended in with everything else around here. It looked really nice. But yeah, I made this 100% by myself. Even came with 2 little bridges there, and there's boxes, and that's the Westmark Port Town. I was very proud of making that. So that is that. So here on to our next one. Number 7 is Sticky Joe's, my favorite place. It's a bar in Lucas City. He made it by himself. He has a tap. There's the cups, and of course the dirt beer. Just an awesome place. Number 6, one of my favorite places, the Reader's Desert Builds. He's made a bunch of random stuff on here. It's this cool looking house that he made that looks absolutely amazing. I love how it looks, and I helped a little bit on it and gave him a little bit of ideas for it. But this is 100% his build. I only filled in a few things. But yeah, I think this is one of the little houses that he's gonna have because he did need some residential area in his country. And the next thing we're gonna see is the town hall, modeled after an old building from our old town world back in Xbox. Very cool. It's, also counters as a jail, as well as we'll see in a second. You go down there, right? You go down here in this little bat cave type dealio, but we're going to turn right where the staircase tells us where to, and boom, there's a jail cell. You got a few villagers in there. They obviously are doing time, and they have been ever since we opened the world. And he made this, so I guess they're in there for life. I don't think they're ever going to get out. So yeah, that is the desert builds. Very awesome job by Lucas. So here for number 5, the top 5 now is the Reader's train station. He did a really awesome job on that one. I barely helped in this one. Whenever he made it, I was too tired to help him. So this was 100% on Lucas. So good job. That's how you get on top of the tower. We're not going to talk about this. Sorry for the janky trying to freaking move everywhere. It's really hard to move around on freaking PS4. But here you go. Yeah, it goes to a bunch of places. So there's one that goes to Westmark Coliseum. We'll talk about later. My country, Westmark. And so yeah, we kind of look around, and of course this random sign we don't know where it goes to yet, and I don't feel like in the video to actually go anywhere with it. So here we actually are going to take the train to Westmark, and that is going to show us to the Westmark train station, which is really cool. Westmark train station is also kind of coupled in with this one as well. That's something I made myself. As he made his train station, I made mine. But yeah, this is where it went to, and it's really, really cool. Really cool build for both of us to kind of collaborate like that. And so yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite places to visit sometimes whenever I go into the world, by far. Always want to ride that train. Number 4, the Westmark builds. Things I made. I love you looking at it because I have this little national bank going on here. You see all the currencies from $1,000 to $1 billion. Actually, 1 cent to $1 billion. My bad. There's a polar bear randomly. It's a cold country. And across the street's a little apartment building filled with a bunch of donkeys. Don't mind it. We had a bunch of trolls get on here for a little bit while I was AFK eating homemade cookies. These kids decided to come in here, spam TNT and all that other crap in there, but I cleaned all of it up, cleaned all the TNT up at least. Left the mobs, didn't want to lag myself out or anything, so they got to stay. And of course, this random house that I made by myself, um, all me pretty much. Not the best out exterior, but I am pretty dang proud of the interior. I kind of made it the most realistic house. Well, realistic as in like the building process for it. Here we're showing the backyard, but uh, the freaking building part, like how I built the house, I did a foundation first, all that stuff like that. Kind of like how you do an actual house. I felt like a real life builder. So I'm going through all the rooms. That one has its own bathroom and a closet. This one just has a closet. Then we'll go into the library, very nice little quaint library. And then we'll go into the second bathroom. So this will be a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, with one kitchen, a garage, and a basement. You'll see in a second. So after this little living room area right here, you go straight to the basement, and this is supposed to work as a storm shelter, as Lucas's and I's country were at war against each other, so this was actually needed. Um, so yeah, we're not going to go fully into this cave. We are going to turn back, yeah. But I just thought this was really cool. Some of these Westmark builds are really cool. Both Lucas and I did put a lot of time and effort into them. And so yeah, very, very fun. I love visiting them a lot. Just how I used to build on here. I don't know how I build now, but it's really cool, really cool. Number 3 in the top 3 now is Aqualand, a place I pretty much 100% made. Only thing Lucas made was that abomination that we'll ride in a second. So first, after looking at all 3 of those, I made 2 of those. I made the teardropper, the scary factor of 7. I thought that would be a really cool thing. It's an express passway I added recently. And here we go. And it's gonna wait for me to freaking press the button. There you go. So here's the ride. Pretty quaint ride. I don't know why I have the scare factor at 7. I think it's because you stop here and then you go. So I think that's the real reason that I put it on 7. But in real life, let's be honest, we wouldn't be too scared. Sorry, excuse me. So on to the next one, we're going to go into the gender bender, as what Lucas and I named it, kind of. He has a scare factor of 10, only because this ride would probably kill you. So usually what happens, all 3 carts go at the same time, and they go up in a circle all together, as you can see. And then you just drop at the very top, and you plummet down, and yeah, that's definite health concerns. Lucas, you're going to get our park sued. But it's alright, I guess. So on to the next one. This is my ride. One I did not name actually at the time, but the scare factor is also 10, and it also probably would kill you. You'll see why. It looks pretty normal for now, but you'll see why. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the ride. Can I please get into it? Thank you. Thank you. There you go. And here we press the button. And let's go in. So we have a random villager. So we're going to a cave. This ride took approximately 2-3 hours to make. It was actually very long because I wanted to make the ride look kind of realistic, and make it kind of scary. And so that drops us into freaking number 2, the Westmark Coliseum. Kind of see this smooth transition there. Went from mine track to mine tracks. We're taking the train into a build that Lucas and I made ourselves. Lucas and I made the actual Coliseum. I, by myself, made the outskirts. Like that train right there is on me. These stairs aren't on me, but you know that Coliseum right there is Lucas and I. This stuff right you're looking at right here is me. So, pretty much what I'm going to right now is the player entrance, where someone would enter if they were one of the gladiators. So you see all the armor. They would right here, and that's where they'd enter from. So then, after that, I go ahead and start going around to where you would go if you're a regular person. You go in that little tiny parking garage there. You go down here. There's an eatery right there. Not furbished at all, but there's a nice view that you could sit there and eat. Sorry, look out the window and continue on your day. Very cool place. I loved building this thing. And right now it's just showing you this is where we just were when it came to the gladiator part. So yeah, this is a very, very fun build to actually do. So here is the VIP area. with a working hot tub. Yeah, you're gonna see that in a second. But here, great seats, great seats. You can see all the blood and gore. But here, a working hot tub. So how it works is that you put water over it, and it actually bubbles up around you because it's heating up around you. But if you go into survival, it doesn't work then, because if you go into survival, well, you'll start taking damage, as you can see. So it doesn't work there, but it works everywhere else. You know, it's a pretty cool place. Other than that, it's pretty decent. Not too much to show after this. I mean, just a bunch of seats. Me kind of flying around, showing you about a bunch of seats and how you get into certain places. Like hiking up here. Oh, sorry. There's not too much more. There's only one VIP area, I believe. No, there's two VIP areas, just they're around the same. And of course, there's a king and queen seat right here, where they'd go, and they even have glass underneath them, so they're able to see underneath them. But let's be honest, if they were to, if the fighters were to fight where I am right now, well, the king and queen would probably behead them themselves. So yeah, Westmark Coliseum, by far my favorite build, probably of all time. It's just such a cool place, and like it's such a cool concept to make a mountain stadium, like a mountain Coliseum. Like this was on top of a mountain. We carved it out ourselves, and added stuff. It was such a fun project. Took forever though, and we tried to make it as natural as possible as well. So it was really cool, really cool. So on to our number one. It's Reader's Orphanage. Oh my lord, I never expected that. I kind of was just AFK doing things, and I come back and I see Lucas has built this behemoth, this beautiful orphanage that we use for scary stories and all this stuff. It's the Bin Orphanage that we have stories that, you know, kids were starved to death and all that gory stuff, cool stuff that we had as a story for this orphanage. It was really, really cool. And while not be the biggest building or the one that probably took the most effort compared to the Coliseum, is by far one of my favorite to come visit because it looks so cool. It's like it's from a completely different world, like a different time, honestly. And it's probably one of the best looking buildings in the entire world by far. And so props to Lucas for making it, and also all the secrets that come with it. As you guys see, there is a kid holding a sign. He is dead, of course. Very grim stuff. But still, very, very cool. Very, very cool. And I really appreciate Lucas for making it on my humble abode of a world. So yeah, that's it for the thing. Right now, this is a little honorable mention. It's just this really cool drawbridge. Not drawbridge, but little working wall type dealio to let ships through. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.